I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. I got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously.
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
The tension had been brewing for weeks, but when Terence "Bud" Crawford and Canelo Alvarez finally came face-to-face at the press conference, everything exploded. Crawford didn't just show up to talk, he laid out the blueprint for how he plans to dethrone the Mexican superstar. Bud spoke with the confidence of a man who has already studied every weakness, crack, and tendency in Canelo's game. He promised that Canelo's power, size, and experience wouldn't be enough to stop what's coming. The crowd gasped as Crawford fired off coldly, telling Canelo to his face, "You could never beat me." And it wasn't empty trash talk, he spoke like a man with a plan.
I can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. I wanna, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't wanna pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're gonna say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he gave you a half shove, how is that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing. What I mean? That little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not gonna be pushing, we're gonna be punching, so it doesn't even matter.
This wasn't just a press conference, it was a war of words that offered fans a first glimpse into Crawford's game plan, leaving everyone wondering, does Bud truly hold the secret formula to pull off the impossible? Let's break it down.
Well, listen, I called Canelo out because, like I said, he the last great fighter amongst the era that surpassed us. The Floyd, the Pacquiao, the De La Hoya. We both came up in that era, and he was right there with those fighters, and he got the chance to fight the Miguel Cottos, the Floyd Mayweathers, and the Kovalevs and Triple Gs, and I wasn't able to get those mega fights. So this is my mega fight, this is my moment, and that's the reason why I want to fight an all-time great like Canelo.
Now, this wasn't some casual media day. It was a carefully orchestrated event fueled by Turki Alawik's vision to make Canelo versus Crawford the most talked about fight on the planet. From the extravagant venue to the star-studded guest list, everything screamed mega fight. When two of boxing's biggest names share the stage, fireworks are coming.
It's on now. It's on now. Hey, it's on now. It's on now.
Canelo walked in with that signature calm, dressed sharp, radiating confidence like the true face of boxing he has been for over a decade. Meanwhile, Crawford entered with quiet intensity and energy that signals he's not just here to promote, he's here to make a statement. Both men understand this fight isn't just about belts. It's about legacy, power, and proving who really runs the sport.
Stay in Canelo's ass a little early on. Put Canelo behind, right? Even if it's 3 out of the first 4 rounds. Because when Canelo has to fight, when Canelo has to step it up, after 7 rounds, he starts to fade a little bit. We've seen that with Bivol. We've seen it in a lot of his fights with Triple G. When Canelo could control the fight and the ring generalship, he could fight 12 rounds pretty good. But when Canelo gets pushed early on in the fight, he starts to fade muscle endurance wise. So if I was Crawford, I would kind of stay in his ass a little bit on the early rounds and make him have to play catch up in rounds 3, 4, 5, and then by round 7, that's where he could really step it up.
Get this, when it came time for the face-off, things escalated quickly. Reporters expected some heated exchanges, but no one predicted how raw and personal it would get.
I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, you need to do something, and he did. And now before I respect his word because he say, oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do. And he did. So, but you know me. I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
Terence, is that true? Did Turki Al-Ashi ask you to spice things up?
Turkey didn't ask me to do nothing. I didn't touch him.
Oh, you know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of.
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of shit, and you're gonna find that out. And as you seen, the last press conference,
we'll see.
when I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th.
Canelo, in his usual dismissive tone, brushed off Crawford's chances. He said Crawford was too small and that moving up to face him was career suicide. Canelo reminded everyone of his experience against bigger names like GGG, Kovalev, and his attempt at light heavyweight. But Crawford didn't flinch. Instead, he fired back, cutting straight to the point, "You could never beat me." That line shook the room. It was more than trash talk, it was a declaration, a line in the sand. You could see it in Canelo's eyes, he didn't like that one bit.
You have to be relentless. You have to never let off the gas, never stop, never quit. Never allow anyone to talk you out of the dream, the vision, and ideas. And understand that for every level, there's another devil. It is the devil's job to create challenges, issues, and conflicts, insecurities, fear, because he wants to put you to a test. But I can tell you now, I piss the devil off every day. Because I just don't stop. And the devil is so mad. This fucking guy, doesn't matter if he gets sick, it doesn't matter what happens to his money or his finances, every time he gets out of his bed and he's on a mission to get it done. And as you begin to look at your life,
one of the biggest talking points surrounding this fight has been size. Canelo has spent his career at higher weight classes, dominating at 168 and beyond, while Crawford made his name at 140 and 147. On paper, the size difference seems unfair. Even Canelo himself laughed it off during the press conference, saying Crawford doesn't belong in this weight. But here's the thing, Crawford has always been underestimated. People said he was too small when he moved to welterweight, yet he dominated and dismantled Errol Spence Jr. People doubted he could carry his power up, but he proved them wrong repeatedly. Crawford's ability to adapt, his high fight IQ, and his switch hitting style make him dangerous regardless of weight.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire. It's in his mind. It's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class. Can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
And let's be real, Canelo may be the bigger man, but we've seen him struggle against slick movers and technical fighters. Think back to his fight with Floyd Mayweather. Think about Dimitri Bivol.
You faced Canelo. If you could give some pointers to Crawford, what should he do to come out victorious in September?
I think you just got to watch the Bivol blueprint, the in and out. Been a lot of fighters getting stick now for being runners, Tom and Jerry and whatnot. Let's stick to what you're good at. Terence Crawford is an exceptional talent. His one title was through the weights, undisputed. Was it 3 weights now? And listen, if anyone can do it, it's him. I think the weight will be too much of an issue. Canelo is a special talent. And I think the weight will play a factor in the fight. But listen, Canelo once done it and made the step up to middleweight. I would like Crawford to be more at light middle and middle to build into it, but you take these opportunities when they come, and that's what greatness is.
Crawford's team knows this, and they're banking on speed, precision, and timing over brute force. What Crawford did at that press conference wasn't just talk, it was teaching. He laid out the blueprint for how he plans to take out Canelo Alvarez, doing so with zero hesitation. Everyone keeps saying, wait, like that's supposed to scare Bud. But he's not buying into that narrative. He knows he's walking into the lion's den, facing a guy who's naturally stronger, bigger, and has been dominating at 168 for years. And instead of flinching, Crawford straight up said, so what? Skill beats size every time.
Canelo Crawford coming up September. What do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford. Good fight. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like so he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
And if you think that's just talk, history proves otherwise. Manny Pacquiao fought from 108 lbs all the way to 154, taking out De La Hoya, Cotto, Hatton, you name it. Floyd Mayweather carried his slickness across divisions, making naturally bigger men look basic. Even Roy Jones Jr. went from middleweight to heavyweight, beating John Ruiz for the belt. That's incredible. But we've also seen the flip side. Adrian Broner tried to move up too fast and paid the price. Kell Brook went up to face GGG and was demolished. Amir Khan believed he could take on Canelo, and we all remember how that ended with a highlight reel knockout. Moving up isn't guaranteed success.